me speak my piece. It's for all my dogs, coming straight off the leash. She kill 'em all like the Reaper. I need a girl like MEKA. She jumping out the gym on all them hoes. Shorty came straight out the bleachers. Hey, she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, she can't do with the combo, cause shorty too lavish. Hey, that girl she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, look, she came straight with the combo. Hey, look, let me talk my talk. Let me speak my piece. It's for all my dogs, coming straight off the leash. She kill 'em all like the Reaper. I need a girl like MEKA. She jumping out the gym on all them hoes. Shorty came straight out the bleachers. Hey, she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, she can't do with the combo, cause shorty too lavish. Hey, that girl she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, look, she came straight with the combo. Hey, look, let me talk my talk. Let me speak my piece. It's for all my dogs, coming straight off the leash. She kill 'em all like the Reaper. I need a girl like MEKA. She jumping out the gym on all them hoes. Shorty came straight out the bleachers. Hey, she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, she can't do with the combo, cause shorty too lavish. Hey, that girl she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, look, she came straight with the combo. Hey, look, let me talk my talk. Let me speak my piece. It's for all my dogs, coming straight off the leash. She kill 'em all like the Reaper. I need a girl like MEKA. She jumping out the gym on all them hoes. Shorty came straight out the bleachers. Hey, she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, she can't do with the combo, cause shorty too lavish. Hey, that girl she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, look, she came straight with the combo.
Hey you guys, welcome to From the DMV Live with MEKA. I'm your host MEKA, and this week on my show I'm going to have two special guests. They're headed in shortly, so they should be with us in a moment. One of my guests is going to be Renee Wild, a mother who's going to be talking about an incident that we're bringing attention to that occurred at Potomac High School last week. And then our other guest is going to be Everett E. Brown, the manager of Obsession Band, who just came out with a new song. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking a little bit about how he got started and what keeps him moving and motivated. And our guest should be with us shortly, but we're going to start off with a little video of Obsession Band. Let's see if we can get that up and running here. Give me just one moment.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide cows being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos.
Okay, so that was not the right version. I mean, nice and everything, but let's go ahead and find Obsessions. How about that? But first, we're going to start with a video from Obsession live down at the Shark Bar.
Go! Y'all feel what's coming? Hey! What's dog do the dog do the dog?
Hey, you guys, we're back. Okay, so we found the video, so we're going to show the video. We also have our first guest with us, Everett E. Brown.
Yep.
So we're going to call him just E. E is good, right?
E is good.
Welcome, welcome. So hold on one second. Let everybody see you. Say hi to everybody.
What's up, everybody?
Tell them a little bit about yourself, please.
Well, I'm E. I'm the CEO of Obsession, and been in it for a while. Been in it for a long time. So happy to be here.
I appreciate you coming through. So tell me, what made you go into management before we play the video?
Oh man, somebody had to do it.
It can't be an easy beast, I wouldn't think.
Nah, it's
because you have to deal with so many different temperaments, right? And
Yep.
all the different attitudes, and
Yep.
not just of the band members. Then you also have the people you're working with, and
Yep.
the club owners, the promoters, etc.
It's
Right?
a lot of demons you got to deal with. A lot of temperaments, a lot of personalities.
And what would you say is the hardest part?
The hardest part is managing people's feelings and expectations.
I could imagine that, definitely. So, as I was telling our viewers before we go any further, your band has a new album out for Christmas.
Yep,
It's a pretty good album, I must say.
Thank you.
And a new video to go along with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you want to tell us a little bit about it before I go?
Oh, I mean, it's Ghetto Christmas is something that D, the lead talking band, he had the whole vision of how he wanted it. And, he put it out in osmosis and we made it happen.
What I think is so good is that we're always asking for original music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you all brought us some original music. So let's give a shout out for some original music real quick, because we are an original city, I would say, definitely. So let's go ahead and shoot to the video and cross our fingers that it works right?
Yeah, let's
I'm the queen of technical difficulties, I'll tell you. Okay, let's see. Oh, it looks like we're there.
Yeah.
That, because it kept coming back to me. It was fucking me up.
Shit.
Yeah, was he?
Christmas Eve, you got the suburb drops and then the ghetto. But Santa gotta slide through the hood on the lay low. No chimneys on top of projects, you hit the front door. While Uncle Mike sleep on the couch with the fofo. And Rudolph can't lead that sleigh. By the way, his bright red nose is a dead giveaway. Get shook down by them boys for them toys. Some ghetto children just don't sleep, they making noise. No milk and cookies left for KD and some Henny. If Santa needs some more pack, yo, we got plenty. He slid through the PPC, nice and smooth. The next stop, Kidland Zoo. Them boys fools, and it's off the right seat with them boys be slinging heat. But they gon' give Santa Claus a pass, cause he a G. In the ghetto, we be misunderstood, it's all good. Ain't nobody fucking with Santa in the hood. Chill. It's coming straight to the ghetto.
Inspired by Snoop
real good. Show some grubs, family talking smack. Show us some love. Grateful for the day and the Lord above. Dominoes and spades, talk and dice. Having memories of remorse in life. We getting good vibes and our head is right. Before the night's over, we all are tight. Sit back, relax, let the crank hit. We're OBs in the house, we running shit. And put your tricks in the air, let's toast to this. Santa Claus in the hood, let's ride to this. Let's slide to this until the cops come knocking.
They were empty, they were used up.
It's holidays and we rockin'. Yeah.
How long you been in your pocket? Okay.
Yo, hey, from ghetto to ghetto to ghetto to ghetto. Yo, hey, from ghetto to ghetto to ghetto. Yo, from ghetto to ghetto. They know, and 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 they know. Yeah, hey, from ghetto to ghetto to ghetto. Deuce. Yo, hey, from ghetto to ghetto.
Right.
Ghetto to ghetto. And they know, and they know, they know, they know. Yeah.
Right. You want to
Come on.
Oh, wow. Right. Yeah.
They know.
I see it all.
Ghetto to ghetto to ghetto. Ghetto to ghetto. Yeah, hey. Ghetto to ghetto. Yeah, from ghetto to ghetto to ghetto. Yo, hey, from ghetto to ghetto to ghetto. Yeah, ghetto to ghetto.
Yeah, man, we gotta get down this motherfucking show, man. We already running late. Everett gonna be cussing this shit. Fuck, we gotta get this shit done.
No, you forgot I gotta get these toys off to the people in the hood, man.
Bro,
I got to get these toys off to the people in the hood, man. Well, you know what we do. Come on, the show, we gonna get the show, man.
Right.
Can I get these toys? Let me get these toys.
Do whatever you gonna do, man. This guy.
It's only right, man. You must have forgot. I don't know what he talking about. Hey, homie, we got to get these toys off, man. We gotta get them off. It's only right.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Get the toys off. Get to the show after that. I can handle the first set by myself.
The crank, the crank saved Christmas, man.
All right, man. Get the cameras to the kids,
That was super cool. Hold on, let's make sure we're back. Are we back? And we're back. That was so awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I love that. Let's make sure we have something else playing. I think it's sharing, but we don't want to share it in the background. So give me just one moment. We all know, but then I'm probably going to have a technical difficulty. All right.
There you go.
Okay, whatever that was, it stopped. So that's a good thing. All right, so we are back. So as I was telling you, that is an awesome video. No, we're not. You're still playing.
Is that YouTube?
Yes, definitely. I thought doing it would close it, but I can't. Patience is a virtue, and guess which virtue I'm working on?
Mm.
I'll give you three guesses. The first. There we go. It's already. This is what I get for trying to show you all these things
Mm.
and share with you all. I should have made you all look up the video yourself
Mm.
and go support Obsession Band. I'm just saying
You
that's
can
just
still do that.
evidence. So now you all definitely have to go. What's up, Brett? Hey, Leisha. Okay, good. Rosalind, you were able to hear. I hope everybody else could hear. That was a great video. If you didn't hear everything, go ahead and look it up. It's on YouTube. It's available on all streaming platforms. And it's called Ghetto Christmas. And it is the Obsession Band. All right. So now we're back with E. E, thank you so much again for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us who was Little E back in the day?
She said little E.
It was Little E.
Oh my God. This a country boy that played in the band. That's it.
So you're from Calvert County, correct?
Yep, born and raised.
All right, I got some folks from down the road myself.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you said it right. From down the road. Yeah.
Exactly, yes. So tell me, what was the biggest thing about growing up out there and being a part of go-go music? Who introduced you to go-go music, and when did you attend your first go-go, if you recall?
I recall. My cousin introduced me to go. Well, really, no, not my cousin. My father introduced me to go-go music. He played with EU for about that long.
Oh, wow.
And then my cousin took me to see my first go-go at Crystal Skates with EU because my other cousin was playing keyboards for EU.
Oh, wow.
At that time.
Shout out to Crystal Skates and shout out to your daddy and shout out to EU, right?
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, if you want to take it back, you definitely gotta
start with one of the Mount Rushmore, right?
Exactly, they're definitely there. So that brings me to this question: who would be on your Mount Rushmore of go-go music?
Ooh, it have to be Pops, Chuck.
Definitely.
It had to be Trouble. It had to be Sugar Bear. That last one. That last one is tough. I didn't want to lose no. There's so many to pick from. Part of me want to say Benny.
I was about to. That's what was in my mind. Seriously,
say Benny.
But I didn't want to steal you, make you take my answer. But that's what I was thinking.
But you could say G. You could say rapper.
That's true.
But, you couldn't have none of those guys without them guys. You couldn't say BU.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's so true. So tell me, with regard to you working on the business side of go-go music, how do you think that go-go's business side correlates or compares rather to traditional, white collar, business sides of things?
Being a business owner myself, outside of go-go, it doesn't compare at all. Not with dealing with club owners and promoters on a regular basis. Is no comparison to my business.
How do you switch your hat?
Actually, it's easier doing my business than it is doing go-go.
Really?
Yeah.
And why would you say that?
Because it's less politics. I get the honest value, or very close to.
Yeah.
And the work is consistent. So,
do you find that sometimes in the go-go genre that we all are working towards the same goal, but it's like we're knocking down each other's sandcastles as we're trying to build our own beside it oftentimes?
There is a thing that's been going on, a culture, to whereas people feel like I got to get to the top and there's no room for anybody else.
Yeah.
And that I don't believe in that formula.
Right. Do you think it's inhibited us?
Yes, absolutely. It's definitely have hurt the culture, have hurt the genre 120% in my mind.
I definitely agree. So now you told us who introduced you to go-go.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the first person that you remember introducing to go-go music, and what did you play for them?
Ooh, the first person I introduced to go-go music.
Oh, also, we got Go-Go Lenny for the by the way.
That's my brother. That's original. Well, the second Congo player in Obsession is Lenny.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. He
Shout out.
He.
Definitely.
If he didn't have medical issues, everybody would be talking about him today. Wow. That's how great he was on Congos. Oh, he was different. When he played, he was little. All you could see was his madness hat and his hands. He was definitely different.
Oh, wow.
Definitely different.
Oh, that is amazing. Definitely. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So tell me something. When you became a dad, right? Mm-hmm. How did that change your business mindset with you working in the music genre?
Well, when I became a dad, I stepped out of go-go for a while. Okay. And life was lifing. Mm-hmm. As it does. You know, and I went back to music to kind of recircle my life, recenter my life. Had to get back to music. I grew up in music. Right. My father was a music teacher. He taught at Potomac. He taught at Sugar. So I was away from music and I wasn't myself naturally. But when I got back into music, it just kind of repurposed, recentered things in my life for me. So
that passion.
Yeah.
I can understand that definitely.
Yeah.
We got. Oh, okay. I think we're good. So
okay.
So with regard to. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we're good. So with regard to growing up in the DMV area, what would you say is the best thing about growing up in the DMV? The best thing about Calvert County? Which one?
The best thing about Calvert County is family.
Well, yeah, I would give you
that. It's all, everybody down there, for 9 times out of 10, we're related. Yeah. And if we're not related, the families are so close, you know, everybody has everybody's back. I don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, it does definitely give that small town kind of country feel without necessarily being quite as country.
Right.
Now, what would you say is the best thing about growing up in the DMV?
Oh man, for me, it's home and it's go-go. I mean, like I travel a lot for work. You know what I mean? And the one thing I would miss before anything would be the music, the culture.
Right.
You know, it's that thing we got. It's something's different about this area than any other area. People could say that about any other place, but our mojo is different.
It's just a little bit
it's different. Like New York got their thing, but our thing is just different, and people know.
Yeah.
People that haven't been here, they will know about. Oh, go-go. They always. We played one time. We were playing at Indulge on U Street, and some tourists came from Australia, and all they knew is this the go-go funk?
Oh wow!
We came here. We wanted to see the monuments, and we wanted to see the go-go funk. That's what they. Which was funny as shit for me to hear them say that, right?
Right.
Go-go funk, but that's what they came to see.
Right. Yeah. Were they pleased?
They were pleased,
funk?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome.
We gave them what they needed.
What would you say is the best event that we've had for go-go music? The best go-go event?
Oh, without a doubt. Go-go Live, Capital Center. That's not even close.
Not even a question at all.
Not even a question.
So, if you could design your ideal show
Hmm.
today, what two bands would play, and who would headline, and who would open up?
With two bands? Just
only
two?
two bands.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that's cheating.
Yeah, you can only have two bands. And one of them can't be Obsession.
Because I was going to say it.
I feel like that's cheating a little bit.
Yeah. Give me JY.
Okay.
Give me a loaded RE with Donnell and everybody.
Who's opening up?
It don't
Who
matter.
you letting close the night out?
Ooh. With a loaded RE,
Yeah.
I have to go with a loaded RE because Donnell got them bangers. JY got them bangers too, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that's a show.
So tell me, what's your take on the Go-Go Museum? Have you had a chance to look at it yet or look into it yet?
Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to get down there to see it yet. I always thought it was a great idea. I think it needed. I mean, you can't go to New Orleans without some type of tribute. You can't go to New York without some type of tribute. You go to Atlanta, T.I. got the damn museum he got down there. The trap museum. So it's only fitting. I mean, it should have been done.
Crazy. I was about to say, it seems kind of crazy that it's just coming to fruition.
No? Yeah, absolutely. It should have been done, but it's done now. So good job.
So as I was telling you, my show is all about, people who have life happen, and life happens to us all. Life gets to life, and as we say, and existing versus living. Sometimes when life gets to lifing, we're all prone to grab a comfy, comforter or a sweater and sit by the window with a cigarette hanging from our lip, even though we don't smoke. Just
we all go through it.
What happened to her? Well, he ain't been the same since his wife left. He ain't been the same since whatever. So, can you tell us a time when life might have lifed on you and how you overcame and pushed through and kept moving, and what made you motivated or got you back motivated?
Oh hell, there's so much shit has happened to me over the years.
Well, congratulations, because without stuff happening to you, you wouldn't be who you were, right?
Right. So I would say, and then my stomach. My first going. How can I put this? My father passing. That was tough. He passed away from cancer. That was tough. That was a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
That was a couple of years ago. So that was really, really tough. Let's see. My wife got me through that. And then, oh yes, she's got me through so much.
A good backbone.
Oh yeah. I mean, my second marriage, and there's a difference between having someone to fuss over you versus someone be fussing at you. And that's what I got.
Okay, definitely.
Got a rock
That's a big
solid
thing.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
So with your father's passing, though, I mean, I know you said your wife helped you through it, but when that moment happened, I'm sure that wasn't an easy feat, especially because I was just talking to somebody about the fact yesterday that no matter how old you are, when you lose your parent, you literally have never known a day on earth without that person.
Them.
You don't know a life without them, especially if they're involved in any capacity in your life. So how did you adjust, or how did you create your new normal without him in your physical space?
Well, me being the oldest, it put me in a different role because I have all my siblings that are younger than me.
Okay.
It took a minute. You still adjust to it.
Yeah.
Like he's the reason why I play trombone. He played trombone.
Okay.
He's the reason why I'm in music, period.
Right. Yeah.
My mother sang too, but she never really sung for anybody. But he was it. And he meant a lot of people. I meant a lot to a lot of different people in music, in go-go. Like Earl, sang with Backyard.
Yeah. Studied
under my dad. James, that played drums with Subtle, now Cody the artist, studied under my dad. So my man from RCA, scooter.
Mm-hmm.
Studied under my dad. I didn't know all of this until after he passed away.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know this until after he passed away. And they all came together at Potomac High School and did a little visual for me.
Oh, that had to be amazing.
Yeah, that was dope. Just getting locked in with the music and being more of a leader within the family and getting close with the family.
I like that. So basically, you tapped into what he gave you, the
Yeah.
memory you have of him and
Yeah.
his strength.
Yeah, absolutely.
It sounds like that's directly what you did.
Absolutely.
You were like, okay, let me step in here then.
Yeah, it get a little rough.
Yeah.
Time, like even when we did the Christmas album.
Uh-huh.
So we got the horn players. I didn't play on it,
Uh-huh.
but ended up getting Greg Boyer to play trombone.
Okay.
And you know who Greg is?
I've heard of him, yeah.
Greg played with Chuck Brown. He also played with Prince. Well, Greg was inspired by my father to play trombone.
Oh, wow.
Greg used to play trumpet back in the day, way in his younger days.
It sounds like your father truly left his mark.
Yeah, he was a trooper for sure.
Yeah.
So, and making this record,
Mm-hmm.
Let It Snow. One of the original members of the band, Michael Gross, he had called me. I was in Southeast, and he had called me, and he was like, "Hey, I'm up here up the road. My car broke down. I need a ride home in the morning."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "All right, I'll call you in the morning when I wake up, right?" And I pick him up. It's like, "Okay, Mike, I got to go to the studio. I can't take you straight home."
Mm-hmm.
And he's my cousin. He was like, "Well, I'm with you." So I'm playing the song. I said, "This is the song I'm trying to work on." I got Greg coming over and Steve Garrison on saxophone. And I started playing and he started riffing. I said, "Yeah, you singing on this song, right?"
Yeah.
So we in there, we getting it. Greg is doing his part. Mike did his part. And then I could just feel my father's presence.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing got to me and that
Mm-hmm.
kind of shook me up. But yeah, he's always around.
That's what I was talking about when I said, like, yeah, my son isn't here in the physical,
Yeah.
but I definitely still feel his presence without a doubt. I remember standing on the beach in Hawaii, and I was by myself. Like, it was wild. It was the best moment ever. So there was no traffic, no people anywhere. Like, I definitely could have been abducted. Thank God I wasn't. But so I'm standing there, and I just I felt like somebody squeezed both of my shoulders. No, yes, I left after that moment, but it was so touching.
Right. You get those moments like, yeah, you can just.
Yeah, you just feel that.
Yeah, it was weird. It wasn't weird. It was just like reflecting, and and I was like, "Bro, to have you guys playing horn on this project,
right?
And Mike singing, and then the guy that owned the studio, Brad. Shout out to Brad Studio 51. My dad did a lot of work there too. He was thinking the same thing. He was like, I didn't even want to mention it because I didn't want to." Make the mood go down, but I mentioned it and I'm boo-hooing like I'm 6 years old. It was cool.
That's amazing though. So tell me with regard to the video, because that was a good video, a nice little visual.
Yeah.
So what was the background behind it? What's the story? What got it? Who put it together? How to come together?
Well, D and his hoodful genius had this idea. Hey man, I want to get the Maybach out. I want to do this. We can do a couple of things, and he had it mapped out in his head. And a lot of times when you get things mapped out, it doesn't go all the way according to plan.
Right.
And it didn't go all the way according to plan, but all of the pieces he had were in place. And, Hood Roach shot that thing, and it just turned out perfect. I feel that, selfishly speaking, I believe it's the best go-go video done today.
Well, I challenge everybody to tell us another one that's better, because I think it was pretty dope.
Yeah, I think it was pretty dope.
I think it definitely
I think we did the culture well.
Let's see. Okay. So Steven says, stand-up individual right here. I wish you all the success, because if anybody deserves it, it's you and your band.
Appreciate that, Steve. School with Steve. Oh, okay, yeah. He old school buddy right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Shamika said hi.
Hey, Shamika.
Chef Mike, say hi.
Oh, that's Mike, the original. The original. That's the singer. That's my cousin.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out to Mike.
yeah.
Shout
Mike,
out to Mike.
Mike Gross.
All right.
Crazy as a bag of raccoons, but can sing out this world.
I think that comes with all artists, wouldn't you say?
Boy, I'm trying to tell you that one though. He's something else.
So tell me, what's your best memory of growing up around here? What's your funniest memory?
Oh man, one of the funniest. Weird circumstance, but funny as hell to me. My grandmother recovering from bypass heart surgery at Washington Medical Hospital Center, and I was in between girlfriends at the time. I was a free agent, and this lady come in to get some paperwork from my grandmother. She was fine as all get up, and she said, "I come to get some paperwork, but you here with your grandson. If he can give me the information before he leaves, just come down to my office." Now I'm thinking, oh, Grandma, you catch what she doing? Because I'm catching it. So she leaves. My grandmother and I talk. She was like, "Look, go down there and see. I think she want to talk to you. Go down there and see. She got a good job. Go on down there and come back to me." So I go down there and I go visit this lady and give her my information. I'm talking to her, and I'm calling myself trying to warm up the spit game. Don't have not near game. And a guy walks by and say, "It's a great game last night." She said, "Yeah." Pay no mind. Continue to talk. This lady come by. It's a hell of a game last night. She was like, "Yeah." I said, What game you talking about?" She said, "Basketball." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, I looked on it, I saw Georgetown paper. I see you went to Georgetown. You in Georgetown? She said, "Yeah, that's where I went." I said, "Oh, okay." And then another lady said, "I seen your man last night. Great game." I said, "Okay, who's your man? What team you like?"
Right.
She said, "The Denver Nuggets." I said, "Oh yeah." She says, "Yeah, Dikembe Mutombo is my fiance." Bing. So I'm like, "Okay, well here's my grandmother's information. I'm going upstairs." Right. My grandmother, she born 1919. All she knows is hard work.
Right.
Nothing deal with play means anything to her.
Right.
Play football is a joke. Play basketball is a joke. Play anything is a joke.
Work.
Right. So she says, "So how'd it go?" I said, "Yeah, Grandma, that's not gonna work." She said, "Why not?" I said, "Well, yeah, she got a man." She said, "So? Ain't nothing wrong with you." I said, "Yeah, but she engaged. She not married yet." "Well, Grandma, she's engaged to a basketball player." "Basketball? That ain't no kind of job."
She said he unemployed.
Right, that ain't no. You got a job working at Circuit City. What is you talking about? I said, "Grandma, that man make about $5-6 million a year." She said, "Oh Lord, you ain't got a chance in hell." So that's one of my funniest moments.
That was good. Definitely.
That was one of my funniest moments.
That's good. That was a good one.
Yeah.
So okay. Oh, tell me. So you are married. So where did you meet your wife? Is she from the area?
She's from Southeast.
You got a Southeast.
I got Southside. I got Southside shawty. Yep.
So how did you all meet?
It's weird. It's real weird. We actually met on Facebook.
Oh wow, really?
We met on Facebook, but our circles always seemed to intertwine, but we never connected. You know, we never connected. Close. Our circles were so close. She's even come to shows. There are pictures of us where we played at my place, and I'm on stage playing, and she's standing like right here.
Oh wow!
And we never talked. And then I was in a bad place, and I was on some old go-go band nonsense, and I was trying to take her out for ulterior motives, and she kept telling me no. She kept telling me no, and then one time I asked her out, and I wasn't on some go-go shit, and I was like, "Hey, I want to go to the movies.
Okay.
Do you want to go? If you tell me no this time, you ain't got to ever worry about me asking you again." And then she said, "Well, if you come get me from this place, because right now I'm doing high school reunion thing. It wasn't nothing formal. They were at Levi's.
Okay.
You come pick me up from here, I'll go out with you."
Okay.
And we've been together ever since.
Oh, wow. Look at that. So sometimes it just takes a little bit of tenacity and a little bit of determination and finality with that.
Right, right. But, you know.
You didn't just keep going at a certain point.
No, but if she went out with me those first times, we probably never would have. Because it would have been off some type of groupie stuff, and she was not going to play that role.
How about that? I love it. Yeah. Shout out to the missus again.
Yeah, Miss Betty.
Yes, Miss Betty. So tell me let's do a word from our sponsors real quick.
Yes, gotta
as
get
it
the
says
money
up here, yes, go support this new project from Obsession Band, The Crank That Saved Christmas, streaming on all platforms.
Yep.
So with regard to our sponsors, though, we are sponsored by the Fort Lauderdale Fiesta. And as soon as I can get over here to click, something that they don't have me here for is my technical savvy. I'll tell you that. But let's do a little quick shout out to our sponsors. Here's a word from the Fort Lauderdale Fiesta and some highlights from last year. If you haven't gotten your ticket, make sure that you go ahead and put your reservation in now. It only takes $50 to hold your spot. And here we go. Details. See you Memorial Day weekend 2025. It's time to reserve your space for the 5th annual Fort Lauderdale Fiesta, featuring new impressions, wet band, and still familiar. Come visit us at thecelebrityfiesta.com for further details. See you Memorial Day weekend 2025. It's time to reserve your space. Whoops. So as I said, go on to thecelebrityfiesta.com to get more information, to book your tickets, go ahead and reserve your space today, if you haven't already. Now, we have a few games that I play here. Did you know that?
No, I did not know.
Oh, joy. I'm sure you'll love them. They're really simple. It's not, anything too stressful or anything, because we're all about, stress-free living. Mm-hmm. Okay, so one game I want to play here is called Daddy Duty. You've heard of Call of Duty?
Yeah, Daddy Duty.
Survive. Trying to survive. That's all we're doing out here as parents most of the time.
Yeah.
So our first question as a dad.
Mm-hmm.
So your daughter comes home at the age of 12 with a tattoo.
That ain't happening.
But it's your name. She just comes home with it from school.
It better be able to scrub off.
What happens?
It scrubs off.
Well, it's permanent. So what you gonna do? What happens?
No.
What are you gonna do?
That ain't happening.
She got a tattoo.
No.
Let me. Your name. Or what? While she was supposed to be at school.
Here's what my mother told me.
What you gonna do?
Here's what my mother told me, and I passed it on to my kids.
What did she say?
My mother told me, all of this ain't yours until you're 21.
And then is it?
Then that's it.
And then you can do.
Then you can do whatever.
Oh wow.
So at 12.
Yeah,
no, that arm is mine.
But so.
I don't want my name on it.
Right, but what happens if it showed up?
It's not happening.
Well, what's the advice you gonna give me as a dad if I tell you my daughter did it? What do I do? What I'm gonna
pray
do?
For you.
What am I
I'm
gonna do?
Pray for somebody.
You gonna pray for me?
I'm gonna pray for somebody.
Yeah. Like you got a problem on your hands.
Yeah,
let us bow our heads and close our eyes.
Let's grab this Bible. Let's call Pastor King. Sit down with you and your family and get this y'all. Yeah, I don't know. Just pray.
Okay. So my next question is, all right. Mm-hmm. So you go to the gas station, right? Mm-hmm. And you get ready to pay, for gas, and your card gets declined. All the cards get declined. Mm-hmm. You call the bank and you find out even the account where the mortgage was is empty. Mm-hmm. And guess where it all went?
Where?
Roblox. Roblox? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna get me some gas, somebody, because I know somebody that's gonna give me some money,
Right.
and I'm gonna get home
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna whip the brakes off of somebody. Yeah, that's what's happening.
Off somebody.
Off somebody. Yep. Yep. Somebody got to get it.
I think that sounds like a good plan.
Every day.
Especially to correct that Roblox
Every day.
behavior.
I'm breaking roadblocks. Somebody say something about pass the rolls, you gonna pass out.
So tell me, when you were a kid, right? We had different parameters, boundaries, punishments. What was the worst trouble you remember getting in by your parents? I mean,
ooh,
or a teacher, either one.
Never a teacher.
Okay, we generally are good at school.
I wasn't that good at school. I just, oh man, my mother beat me so often. My mother did not spare the rod.
Poor woman.
My mother whipped me one time for something I ain't even do. Cousin lied on me. But my mother would, Free Gospel Church. It's something simple too. First of all, boys as a dad, when you have them, when the mama have them,
right,
from newborn to 10, adorable creatures.
Right.
From 11 to 27, dumbest creatures on the planet Earth. Okay, all right, we got that.
You said boys?
Boys.
Girls have a little bit of it too, but okay.
Boys is just off. So, my mother said to me, don't forget to put a belt on. Okay. I'm being a boy. I'm just getting dressed. Forgot about the belt. We walking across Marlboro Pike going to Free Gospel Church. You familiar with Free Gospel Church? Bishop Green. And I think I'm cool. I walk across, get to the center, flap the jacket back, put my hands in my pocket. She looked down and she didn't see that belt. My mother hit me with this right cross on my shoulder. Kapaya!
No.
See, I told you about the daggone belt. And I'm like, oh, this hurts. And then she hit me with, and I wish you would cry.
Oh, that was always the
I'll give you something to cry for.
That was the one right there.
I wish you would.
That was the one.
So I had to walk the rest across the street and then be in that whole service with my arm throbbing like hell. And she acted like ain't nothing happened.
I bet you remembered your belt
next time. Never again.
I'm just saying. Yeah. I mean, people act like, I think it's a double-edged sword. I think, mental health awareness is very critical. Yes. But I hate that anytime we find something in this country or we become aware of something, suddenly it's a crutch as well,
Right.
So I feel like in a lot of instances, especially our kids, unfortunately, are falling victim to not getting prepared for real life. Because in real life, nobody's going to coddle you or treat you with those kitty gloves, not when you get to work, that you're used to at home, but we're teaching our new generation to be a lot softer, I think, than we were, which makes them create a lot of excuses. Like the next Sunday, you would have said, I told you I forgot what.
No, excuses is never her thing. And then she was always, because I was raised by my grandparents, so my mom and my dad, they always thought, I'm getting coddled, right? I was raised by my father's parents. I'm getting coddled by my grandmother was really protected. So in their eyes, I could do nothing wrong, even though she did scold me, but it wasn't up to the level they would want. So, my father was real structured. And my mother wasn't so structured, but a couple of things she didn't tolerate. One, if she give you instructions, follow them to the T.
Right.
2, don't ever lie. Don't never lie. I don't care how small the lie.
It's important. Yeah,
if you even tell it, did you move that mouse? No. Crack-a-lackle. Curtains. Yeah, it was no joke. So, but my mom's is real close with my mom.
See, so with both of your parents having, been musical and everything,
Mhm.
and you going into, the music industry
Mhm.
ultimately, how does that work, or how do you balance your creative side with your more practical side, or your more blue collar side of your life?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, my day hours is for my work,
Mm-hmm.
and then after my day hours is all for the creative stuff. And then I don't have to be super creative. My thing now is I just have to make sure I have the right talent
Mm-hmm.
in the band that meets my expectations.
Mm-hmm.
And if I got all the right people in play, that talent is going to showcase what I want.
Right.
It's going to represent me like
Yeah.
I would want to represent. I don't have to sit back and think, oh, what creative idea. Sometimes I just come up with a spark, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I just shut up and listen to, hey, man, I think I want to do X.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool, let's go do that.
Do
And
you sometimes feel, I guess, something missing from the fact that you no longer play an instrument
sometimes I get it.
actively?
Sometimes I get the itch. D
Yeah.
and them know.
What do you
Sometimes
do?
I really, what I would do is I'll pick the horn up and play it and be like, yeah, you're not ready. And put it back down. But I do need to get back into it.
Yeah.
I do need to, at some level. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole go-go band thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some of it, maybe sit in, try to read some music, something on that level. But
I think that's always a good thing. You always want to keep your, chops polished and
yeah,
all that stuff.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Even if it's just for your own personal enjoyment.
Exactly.
So tell me can you tell me, who is the biggest diva you've ever dealt with?
Ooh, Jesus, keep me near the cross. The biggest diva. Ha! Then she tried to get me in trouble, bro.
Oh, he said he misses playing Congo too.
Who?
He'll be back.
Oh yeah, Lenny, yeah. The biggest diva. Ooh, that I ever had to deal with.
Yes.
Male or female?
Either one. Yes. It could be either one.
Oh man, I don't want to say.
You have the answer right there.
I got plenty of answers.
Go ahead, give us one.
Jesus, keep me near the cross. Oh my God.
You want to tell us one. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I can't say her name because I don't even remember her name.
Okay.
But this lady, this was before Keisha, this was before Monty, this was before Lauren, this was before all of them.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the band and it just wasn't working out. And I'm on a charter bus to go back to Calvert. I was working in D.C. And I catch the charter bus, the commuter bus back. So I can't really get loud, right? And she had called me and it was like, you know what? I don't think this is going to work. I think we're going to go in a different direction, right? And with the old Donnell Floyd line, we're going to go in a different direction. That's right? That's a good one, right? Yeah. Man, that woman told me suck her dick.
No, she didn't.
What? I said, wait a minute. I couldn't even get mad. It was funny to me.
Like, what do you say?
I said,
what do you say to that on the commuter bus?
On the commuter bus, right. All these white people sitting around me.
I was about to say on this probably very light complected commuter bus to Calvert.
I'm like, yo.
That's
yeah. I'm not gonna say her name. She know who she is. That right there is the biggest diva I ever dealt with.
She knows who she is.
Yeah, God knows she knows who she is.
So tell me, with regard to Calvert, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is the presence the presence of go-go music in Calvert County?
The presence is Obsession. The presence is DB from Project 360. And Conspiracy Band. I mean, Obsession was the first go-go band out of Calvert. from back in 85, 86.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. See, a lot of
Okay,
people don't know.
Obsession. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Michael Gross,
Mm-hmm.
Dante King started the band at Calvert High School in
Oh,
a talent
wow.
show.
Oh,
And then
wow.
it went from that, and aspiring to be like Little Benny and EU.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went from that to doing little shows to then getting on shows with Ray Essence and all of us coming together. And we were a family band.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
So, where do you see the evolution of not only go-go music, but where do you see Obsession Band going? What's the goal? What's the mission?
The goal is to try to elevate the culture,
Mm-hmm.
elevate the music,
Right.
and in turn that would elevate the band. So I want to be able to have our stuff played everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
not just in the Beltway. That's why
Yes.
we try to stay in the studio,
Mm-hmm.
we try to stay creative, and we try to make stuff industry standard without losing its origin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, without sounding like it's too clean.
Yeah.
But it gotta have its origin, but
Mm-hmm.
it has to be up to an industry standard. So
Yeah,
we
I definitely agree with that.
we try to keep that going.
That's dope. And I was saying that about the Christmas song, about that it definitely gave familiarity,
Mm-hmm.
but it still gave familiarity from the commercial aspect, but also from the go-go aspect. Like
Right.
and with it being an original song, I think
Right.
that just speaks volumes in itself.
Right,
I think
right.
that should definitely go a long way.
That's what we
Wait,
planning
somebody
on.
said checkmate. That's right. Oh, wait. Chef Mike said he knows who you're talking about, just by the way.
Yeah, I know
For
he
your
know.
story,
He was there.
Story.
He know.
Oh, and Tony said Calvert County in the house. Shout out to Calvert County.
Absolutely.
Tony.
Absolutely.
Yes.
One thing about Calvert, we don't never really say like I'm from Huntingtown, I'm from Prince Frederick.
Yeah.
We always say we from the whole county.
Yeah, everybody's from Calvert County.
Everybody's from Calvert. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to live down in North Beach. And
there you
I
go.
told you my dad is right off of 5th. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
See, I'm in Sunderland, so I'm like 5 minutes from there.
Yeah, my son graduated from Northern also.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, that's where I graduated from.
I know, doing my research.
Oh, look at you, girl.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But so, yes, I think y'all are definitely on the next level. So you're not at Shark Bar anymore, though.
We're not.
Is that correct?
No, we're working out some things. I think we may be there every other Friday.
Okay. And
So
what's the deal with the ATM there? I keep seeing all this stuff about the ATM doesn't work. You have to bring cash. Is that a regular thing that you know of, or you know what's up with that?
I think that they're trying to resolve some issues with that,
Okay.
and I think maybe we can link. I think I need to help see if I can link some people together to get an ATM in there.
Okay. So if anybody knows of anybody with services, they also can reach out and extend their services.
Right.
Let's get the ATM working at the Shark Bar. Instead of complaining about it, let's do something about it. Right?
Yeah.
If you're not part of the problem, you're part of the solution. You're part of the problem.
Right. I got somebody that wants to be part of the solution, so I have to.
I love that.
Yeah, we have to get that
and
together.
All of us are now. We're not kids anymore. You know what I mean? We're big adults at big ages with big businesses and connections. Right. So we should definitely be able to solve any problem that we run into.
Right, and then we don't have too many black establishments open anymore. Mm-hmm. PG has shut down all of the black establishments, right? Shark Bar is not in PG; it's right there on the line.
Right.
And we got to try to keep these places intact because if we don't have them, we won't have any place to play.
I saw, hey, shout out to Rayo Rose, our sponsor for the Fort Lauderdale Fiesta. As we said, get your tickets if you haven't already, celebrityfiesta.com. But so, I was just saying with regard to black businesses, you never hear anybody say, that's why I don't support white businesses.
Oh, I know.
I've literally never heard a white person say, that's why I don't support white businesses. Or a black person say, that's why I don't support white businesses.
You can hear me say
before
it.
you say out of your mouth, that's why I don't support black businesses. Think about that. You know what I mean? Give some grace to your brethren. You know what I mean? We're all human. We all have mistakes. We all have little errors. Whether it's an event you go to that you see some things they could fix, they could change to make it a little better. Maybe just drop a suggestion instead of going and complaining and blowing up the internet or whatever, or being as critical as we are
I
all the
mean,
time.
if you're working in the day's era, and you know the challenges we have to go through as a people, just understand how much the challenges of a black business has to go through
Right.
as a black business.
Right.
It's the rules is they move the goalposts every time we take it 10 yards ahead. They move that goalpost another 30 yards.
Right.
And it makes it hard on us. And other people can get access to other things a lot quicker and a lot easier than we can still.
Yeah,
So,
seriously, and I think we're too often we act like we're unaware of the impact that our words have. So while we're on the internet venting about one another, we don't think about the fact that we're doing that venting in mixed company.
Right.
And so therefore, that same venting, when I say, oh my God, all black men are da 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 da, and then somebody that is not black hears that and they absorb that and they go say, all black men are da 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 da. You know what I mean? Right. Can I be mad at that person for absorbing what I put out there as facts as a black woman?
Right.
So therefore, let's just be careful. Let's remember, like we do in family situations, pull our brother, pull our sister to the side sometimes, and whisper in their ear. Now, yes, you might have to get loud about certain things, but you don't have to get loud about everything. It's a time and a place for everything.
Well, you can address it directly without making a public thing.
Yes, a spectacle.
Right. So, like there are other demographics that have a lot of businesses. They have issues, but you never hear them talking about it.
Exactly.
You never hear, Jewish people talk about other Jewish people. You never hear that.
Yeah.
You never hear the Chinese folks talking about the Vietnamese folks. You never hear that. Just us. But who spends the most money?
Right.
Us.
And
we spend it outside of our community. We need to keep it inside of the community.
Exactly. And I promise you those other communities have issues with things that are handled or the way things may be handled in their communities also. And I promise you they address them, but just not in front of all of us, I'm sure.
No. They have their little meetings, their little get-togethers, their little dinners, whatever they do, and they handle that. We used to have that back in the day.
Yeah.
But, we don't have that anymore.
Right. We've lost touch in a lot of places.
In a lot of places.
Yeah. So what is your take on, I know this is kind of an old matter, but it's kind of been coming up a lot recently. What is your take on the whole situation at Jasper's, right? About, did you hear about the woman that passed away situation. And she was in the bathroom? That was
that was crazy.
Yeah, and they didn't close down or anything like that. And then just recently, they've had the whole situation with the young man who was killed outside. And it just seems like Jasper's has been on a steady decline or something. I thought the police were outside still. I thought they had the police presence out front regularly. So I'm not quite sure how what just happened. But what is your take on the way that I guess the climate has been declining around Jasper's? Remember when it used to be a place where you had to get all dressed up and all extra fancy to go?
Yeah, I never really was a big frequent of Jasper's, but I know my man D, he Palm Park D. That was his spot. That's still he's one of his favorite spots to go. Now, the fact that the lady was left deceased in the bathroom, that's hard to tolerate. Yeah. Especially if that's like my sister,
that's all I could think.
That's problematic for me. Now, the senseless murder outside the building has nothing to do with Jasper.
Exactly, true.
That's
but it may have to do with their security. Because there's not anything around Jasper.
Here's my thing. Why do we need to have security? Why can't two grown men have a conversation, a disagreement, and leave their own right? Or if you're going to have fisticuffs,
right,
and then leave your own rights. You don't have to revert to that.
Yeah, because I can't lie. It's very disheartening that it's not a situation. Now, nobody wants violence, period. However, if you're going to have violence, like you said, if you got into a fight, that's one thing. When you go into a situation where you pull out a weapon and you take someone's life intentionally,
Right.
What was really, what was it really worth it?
Yeah.
What was really the
Now
win?
you
How'd
think
you win?
you've done something to somebody, and
Mm-hmm.
you've damaged both sides of the family. You damaged your family because now
Exactly.
you're away. You
Yeah.
killed him and you damaged his family because he is away.
Right.
Nobody wins off of that.
Yeah. My other guest didn't end up showing up today, but she was supposed to be here. Her daughter actually was at Potomac High School, and she was jumped. She was attacked. She said she got into an altercation earlier in the day with some young ladies, and then she got into another altercation with the young ladies later in the day and was found unresponsive in a supply closet. And they have a video and everything. And so with the violence being on such a uptake, in our children, specifically our girls, what do you think is the, I guess, catalyst for that? And what do you think is part of the resolution or could contribute to the resolution for that?
I don't know what is causing the females to be so aggressive here.
Seriously though, right?
Yeah, I don't understand it. Like, even in clubs, women are fighting more than the men.
Right.
Which I don't get.
Right.
We're a long way from Coretta Scott King.
How about that? And not just that, it seems weird to me because nowadays, wouldn't you say even young girls are going more for the pretty, whereas like when I was in high school, when I was in my okay, let's wreck type days, I was also dressed like TLC. So my pants were baggy, I had space, my shirt was baggy,
Right.
I wasn't necessarily all made up and nails and all that stuff. Now girls are like done up and they look so prim and proper, and then they're out there just like wrecking like they're just straight out the gutter.
Yeah, I don't know, because a part of me says maybe it all starts at the home, right?
Mm-hmm, definitely.
So, and even if both parents are not in the home together.
Hold on 1 second, because she can come on in.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, go ahead. Finish what you were saying. We were just speaking on Brandy, and she's just joining us, so we're gonna have her come on in. You can go ahead and finish, Everett.
How you doing, love? All right. I said even if both parents are not home,
right,
it's still so important to have both parents active in your children's life.
Yeah.
And I think the balance would help.
Mm-hmm.
It's important. All the sons need their mothers around, just like all the sons need their fathers around. Balance. Mm-hmm. The same thing with ladies.
Yeah, I agree.
Young girls need that.
We were just joined by Brandy. Thank you for joining us. We were talking about how kids period have become so much more violent and volatile, but specifically our girls, and kind of talking and touching on what we think is the catalyst for that, mm-hmm. and what can aid in the resolution for that at this point. But let's rewind a little bit. And can you just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your story? Let me just get you up here. Here you are. Okay, you're good. Go ahead.
My name is Juanita Caldwell.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why did I call you Brandy? Sorry,
yes,
Juanita.
My name is Juanita Caldwell, and my child name is Kayla Caldwell. And on December 5th, she was brutally attacked by a group of seven students, and she was beaten unconscious in the utility closet. Her cheerleading coach found her after 30 minutes and shaked her to revive her. She was transported to UMC Children's Hospital for a broken nose and a broken hand.
And then what have the authorities been doing, or what's been said so far?
The PG County has done nothing to these juveniles. I'm even here late today because I've been at this courthouse trying to figure out when are we going to get some arrest warrants. They told me, they informed me today that be prepared of no jail time. They told me that today. Be prepared for no jail time.
And you have video evidence or video recording of what transpired, correct?
Yes, I sent them my evidence. They get paid to investigate a case. I found the video of her being beaten by these group of girls, vicious
Now that's
monsters.
got to be awful to see.
And that's the kicker, right? So yeah, it's how can I can't even imagine having to see that in the first place. Even seeing the video of your daughter, without me knowing her, still hit me. You know what I mean? As a mom, and I'm a mom of 4 girls, so I can definitely imagine. You know what I'm saying? I that's one of my biggest fears is my daughters being in a fight, period. Just getting that call that they're in a fight or somebody harmed them or tried to harm them or anything like that. So what was the catalyst that thought that in their minds created this situation that was worthy of violence in the first place, let alone to this level?
So I haven't spoke the full story on any social media platform or TV, but a transgender girl was upset with my daughter. My daughter asked for premiation. They had premiation on December 5th before the attack. And
Explain what that means, premiation.
Yeah.
So premiation is where an administrator and 2 kids go into a room to resolve their issues, to talk out their issues.
Okay.
So the transgender female didn't refuse to resolve the issue, the disagreement with my child. And the adult, the administrator, left out the room, allowing 2 senior upperclassmen to mediate and supposedly to resolve this issue.
Right. Okay. They do that. All right. I've heard of that.
But the transgender girl would refuse to resolve the issue with my child, and she got 7 other girls to brutally beat my child. I watched the video of them beating my child in the head, kicking her, saying, get her. This was a planned attack. This is a planned attack against my baby, and my baby attended Potomac High School. Everything about Potomac High School just makes me sick to my stomach. Even when she was laying in her own blood, they called me at 3 p.m. They didn't call the ambulance at 3 p.m. They called me at 3 p.m. and then gave me a call back at 3:30 to say it appears that your daughter has a broken nose.
The school.
If she was kicked and stomped and punched, thank God it's not. But what if she had blood on her brain, Lord? What if she had a internal bleeding?
Yeah.
You didn't even stop right there and call the ambulance. You waited even longer. You had no respect for my child's life through this whole situation.
Wait. So when they called you, they hadn't called an ambulance or anything yet?
They never called it.
They never called an ambulance?
They called me at 3 p.m. I work in the city, Washington, D.C. Most parents our kids are in our schools. I'm coming like from D.C. jail to Potomac High School. Once I got to Willow Road, maybe 35 minutes later, they said, Mom, it looks like Kayla might have a broken nose. We're gonna call the ambulance.
How is she right now?
She's angry. She keep looking. And I know y'all might not even understand this, but I'm a mom, and my baby is my beautiful baby. But my baby keep looking in the mirror and keep looking at her face and calling herself ugly. She keeps saying, "I'm sorry, Mom." Because the transgender girl warned her a night before in a text thread on Instagram saying, I don't want to curse, but saying like, "Bitch, be prepared for tomorrow. You can get your ass dog walk. I got somebody else for your big ass."
I don't understand. I guess what I don't understand in these situations altogether, generally speaking, somebody said, thank God for sparing your child, and definitely I agree. And prayers to your family.
Thank you so much.
Right now, everybody is definitely praying for you in the chat. But I don't understand. All these situations happen, and generally before they happen, there are these messages in writing saying, I plan to harm you. I plan to do something, that is illegal. And yes, I know these are children that we're dealing with, But it seems to me that there should be some type of recourse in that situation. And I say this because I've had a similar situation. My child wasn't assaulted, thank God, but well, he was assaulted. It just didn't have the same result, But in result to his being assaulted, he fought the other guy, but he won the fight. And you know what happened? He got an assault charge.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I of course I wouldn't want him to be physically harmed either, but you don't want your child to have a record either for trying to defend themselves about something that somebody said in advance, I'm going to do to you. You know what I mean? At what point do we, I guess, do we protect the kids, in advance?
Potomac High School is so heartless. The transgender student is still at school.
Has anybody
Has
talked
not
to
been suspended.
Where's
Has
the
not
parent
been
at with this?
expelled. The parents. I want to tell you something about the parents. The next following day, me and my baby left the hospital at 2:00 in the morning. I went to the courthouse I arrived maybe at 10 a.m. The parents have beat me there and pressed charges on my child. They in there getting peace orders on my child. The parents don't speak to me, don't look at me. And then if they had like maybe I don't want to say anybody's name, but one of the girls who jumped my baby, her cousin was in there in the courtroom. The office, antagonizing me, saying, "Yeah, you broke that bitch nose. You broke that fucking bitch nose." And anybody who know me, I'm just in there. I'm looking at her like, because when I seen her. I dead ass seen a version of me that I didn't even like. Because I remember when I was a little girl and it was cool to whoop somebody's ass. But I'm looking at her like.
But I feel like there's always been levels to it, though. No, am I incorrect? Because I thought
7-on-1 is a whole other thing.
1-on-1 is a big thing. Like I thought jumping was like frowned upon anywhere. But on top of it, 7-on-1, like. In what world and for what? What was their rationale? And then you went and filed a restraining order?
I swear I haven't even talked about this on the news. My child used to go to Thurgood Marshall and Benjamin Starter middle school, and one of the young ladies who jumped her, she fought in middle school, and she couldn't beat my baby in middle school. And one of the girls who jumped my child went to Thurgood Marshall, and they couldn't beat my baby in Thurgood Marshall. So they collectively came together to give her this ass whooping. Because nothing warrants this type of an ass whooping.
It doesn't.
This type of ass whooping, you had to rape somebody, kill somebody. This right here, I'm still looking like, I still want to know what was the real, like,
what was the real cause?
What's the real cause of this ass whooping?
In their minds, rather, you want to know what to them made it okay. What to them made it worth that.
To go that hard. They beat her till she was unconscious. Her nose, it's so fucking crazy. Her nose is going to the left. The top part is going to the left, and the bottom part is going to the right, y'all. I just cannot fucking believe this shit. My baby knows. And my daughter is so cocky and confident and beautiful, and
she still will be. You know that people get their noses broken.
I know
intentionally to get their noses, reformed in the other. She'll be fine. She's going to be just as beautiful, if not even more so. But hold on, we have a comment in the chat here too. It said children know right from wrong, and they know when they're hurting someone. They should be held accountable. I agree 110%. Because the fact of the matter is, even when you're fighting somebody, and unintentional things can happen. Accidents can happen. That's really why you shouldn't be fighting, in all honesty. But accidents can happen. But if somebody is no longer conscious, how do you just walk away? Where, like, did they just go get on the bus and go home? Like, where did they go?
So, according to my child, 7 kids attacked her in the utility closet while a group of students were outside of the utility closet. More students were outside the closet, screaming, laughing, and chanting, "Whoop her ass! Whoop her motherfucking ass!" This is crazy. And as a mother, I'm sitting here saying, like, if it was students in the hallway, chanting and making all this noise, where was the adults? It's a PG County officer that works at this school. At every school. It's security that work at this school. There are administrators. My child was supposed to be in cheerleading practice. My daughter is a cheerleader.
So this was after classes.
High school. Yes. This is the last bell. The last bell, they beat my baby unconscious.
And so it was still doing school hours.
Still doing school hours. My baby was supposed to be. Listen, the cheerleading coach said the way that she noticed Kayla wasn't there, but she called and texted Kayla to find her. She didn't even intentionally go look for my child. She went to this closet because another child got hurt during cheerleading practice. Lord, do you understand that? She did not go and seek for my child, go look for my baby. She only went to that closet to retrieve something else from this closet.
So none of the other cheerleaders knew what happened, had known what happened, as far as they're saying anyway?
Nobody.
I'm just saying,
it don't sound right?
Okay.
I wanted to make sure
it wasn't just me. That's
it don't sound right.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure it wasn't just me, because it seems odd that nobody said, hey, you know what I mean? Even if they didn't try to get involved, just like you should go check in here or, something. And it just speaks volumes again as to where the mindset is of our community as a whole.
It's crazy.
Because all this, as you just said, you just said a few minutes ago, all this starts with the parents. Yeah. Because somebody had to teach you that's okay. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't imagine what I would do to my kids if I found out that they observed something like that and didn't say or do anything. You know what I'm saying? Not even stop it. I'm not saying jump in it. I'm saying you didn't say anything. You didn't call me on the phone like, hey, this is crazy. Something's happening. You need to call up here or something. You know what I mean? Intervene in any way you can, Yeah,
absolutely.
So like what's happening, not even just with the kids that did this, but the kids that were observing, that were get her, what's happening with the school itself. So what is the school doing about that?
Absolutely nothing. Another child, I don't know if you guys watched the news today, but another child was threatened by the same children who viciously attacked my children.
That sounds like
and
a gang.
I don't want to say her name, but she
that sounds like a gang.
She did mention her name on the news, but
I think it's initiation. That could definitely be.
She went on the news to say that she's been receiving text messages saying that they will kill her, they will beat her like Kayla. These texts are so vicious, y'all.
These are text messages.
These are text messages.
Again, in writing.
Those are threats.
And PG County it's telling me. PG County is telling me, prepare for no arrest.
You need to get to the news as soon as possible.
For no arrest.
She's been on the news. She's been on.
Been on 5?
I've been on Fox 5, Channel 9, Channel 4 has covered it. So
we need to spread this story is the point. Yeah. We need to get the visibility seen. We need to get justice for Kayla. Is that the hashtag?
Justice for Kayla.
Justice for Kayla, Kayla. And with regard, so what do you want done? What is your goal right now? What would make you? I mean, nothing's going to erase all of this. We do know that, right? Like you're very aware of that. This has happened. This trauma didn't just occur to you. I mean, or happen to you. This trauma happened to Kayla. That's not anything you can erase. But from this point, what would make you feel some semblance of wholeness behind this situation? What could we do as a community? What would make you happy?
I want them arrested immediately. This incident happened December 5th. What is the day? What's the day? The 12th?
The 12th, yeah.
They still walking around. They're still in school. They still with their families.
Not even a suspension.
The ringleader is still at school. Walking around.
That's crazy to me.
Walking around school, still able
like
to
nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
And then they expect your child to go back to that school?
Hold on a second. We have another message too in the chat here. Brad from Obsession Band said his boxer size sessions with the youth and adults start back up next year. It's designed to protect themselves and be prepared for any type of bullying. I mean, I think that's a great idea. I think everybody should definitely reach out. I just don't know what I would do in a case of 7 against me, regardless of what my hands was working with.
That's
a rough situation.
My thing is, what did they go home and tell their parents that their parents went to do stay away order?
Well, what was on the stay away order? Yeah,
they juvenile, so I can't see.
Oh, they didn't put what the statement was, like that little thing.
Not so we have to be summoned to court. The juvenile. So what my understanding is for right now is that because they are juveniles, everything moves at a slower pace.
Okay.
So I'm now waiting for summons for court, so we could see them in
For
court.
the protection order.
For the protection
So you need
order.
a lawyer?
So I just left for lawyer office, and the lawyer offices have just gave me just so much bad news that possibly, the lawyer told me they recently had a case where a student stabbed another student near the heart, and they're not arrested, and that they made these laws in PG County to protect the child, so the child can have some what is it called, rehabilitation.
Let me explain something to you. We just talked about a little bit of something earlier. If this was a white school, all hell would have broke loose.
So when my son received that nice little assault charge, we were at Northern High School. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the young man hit my son. I mean, hit him, just cold cocked him in the jaw. You know what I mean? This huge lumberback dude named Bubba.
Bubba sound big.
He looked like his name should be Bubba. Okay. My son was this little frail, little teeny, you know what I mean, like compared to Bubba anyway. But so yeah, he chopped Bubba down. Well, once he chopped Bubba down, they said, "Oh, congratulations! Here's your assault charge. You need to be at court." That's how the lighter complected school district played it. Now and also in Charles County, my daughter was playing in class. And a boy and her were playing around, and she did mushed his head. She got an assault charge. His mom had to come and request that. Yeah, that was Charles County. His mom had to come and drop charges against my daughter because they were just playing.
PG County is telling me prepare myself for no arrest. So
there's got to be some type of call to action. Do you have a petition already?
I don't have a petition. I do plan to protest. I plan on protesting in front of Potomac High School. I'm trying to organize and get that together. Hopefully.
And where can we follow you for updates?
At Renee Wow _25. Also,
I'm gonna introduce you to a couple of people. One person by the name of OT Kanye, and a lawyer.
And one of the kids already had a box on, right?
One of the kids already had a box.
You mean an ankle monitor?
Yeah, ankle monitor.
Jesus, keep me near the cross.
They already had it.
And they said no, don't expect no
arrest. So
I just put Renee's contact information in the chat. Please go ahead and follow her so that you can get any updates and make sure that you're staying abreast to what's going on, and what you can do to help, and where the petition is, where the protest will be. Because yes, you want to have a protest, but a petition people can sign even if they aren't here. So people in Alabama, everybody in Jamaica, everybody anywhere else, Africa, whoever you are, you can sign the petition. Just make sure you go ahead and check in with Renee. I think that's just so crazy, but I do. So what are you doing to maintain your strength right now? What are you doing for that?
I'm not, my baby not sleeping.
Understandably.
We just took her to her first doctor's visit. They prescribed her more pain medication, and she's in pain. She's not sleeping. I'm not sleeping. She has to eat with the medicine. She doesn't want to eat. Sometimes she just go into this depressed place.
Right.
I can see her just go into her own head. She's there, but she's not mentally there.
I got somebody else to speak to you for that too.
Yeah,
Yep.
Awesome.
So right now I'm just putting one foot forward. But again, about contacting me, I'm looking for every mom in this PG County area to contact me. I would like for all of us to come together and tell our stories. So we could tell PG County that we are sick and tired and we want arrest for all our children. I'm not the only mom who baby got viciously beat in this area. I'm probably just the newest mom. It's probably going to be another mom tomorrow picking their kid up from a hospital or from a school, from a jumping. So if you a mom in the PG County area, please please contact me as soon as possible. If you reach out to my IG page, I'm giving people my direct phone number. I want all of us to stand together and address PG County Public Schools and PG County Police together. Please stand with me and please have my back. Please have justice for my child. I will stand right beside you for justice for your child. I don't care what my kid has ever done in her life. She did not deserve to be beaten till she was unconscious. I have never seen that and left. Yeah. And they left her. Yeah. And they at school.
And I'm sorry, but that's left for dead. If you left me in a pile of blood, unconscious, and not responsive, then you left me for dead. And that's how I would look at it, even if I wasn't bleeding. If I passed out on my own volition, right now, if I fell out, none of y'all touched me, and y'all all walked out, I would feel like y'all left me for dead.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Because isn't that what it's considered?
Absolutely.
I mean, you don't know what's wrong with me, right?
Left the scene of a crime.
And that's a whole nother ball game. Leaving the scene of a crime, is that not a crime in itself? But I definitely, I wish you the best. I'm going to stay abreast. I'll make sure that I'm updating people on my page as well. Feel free to reach out to me if you need to. And how old is Kayla again? 14.
14.
Right? 14 years old.
Freshman?
It's her first year of high school.
Her first year of high school.
And I can't send her back to high school.
You can't send her back there?
I can't send her back to high school. I can't send her back to none of these schools. There. I can't send my baby to Crossland. I can't send my baby to Siouxland. I can't send my baby to Oxon Hill. I can't send my baby to a PG County school because every PG County school has a Kayla who's been beaten. And that's serious.
That says a lot. That speaks
bad.
volumes.
That's bad, Moses.
That speaks volumes. And the part I think that speaks volumes the most is that we know that it's true. We know that it's happened, definitely. Wouldn't you say so? I mean, how many stories have you heard of, like, children getting into these horrible...
I've never heard something like
Not
this.
Not to this extent.
This is, kids get in fights all the time. Yeah. But it's like one-on-one, at the most 2-on-1. But
I think the biggest concern is that it's at school.
It's at school. My thing is 7 kids jumping 1 kid.
At school?
And then, at school, but it's like like it was organized.
Yeah. And where was the
kids on the outside and no adults around? Where's the hall models? Where's that?
We had all of that when we went to school.
Well, they don't even have hall monitors. They have, like you said, they have resource officers. There's a police officer assigned to the school, but not even that. Where are the teachers? Normally, when they release out of school, starting from middle school, a teacher's assigned to be on, bus duty or school release duty or whatever it's called. So I've never heard of anything to the contrary of that in every county and state that me and my children have been in. I've never seen that. So who was responsible for that, or has that been addressed as of yet?
Not so far. The Potomac High School have not gave me a person that they felt that was responsible for my child's welfare,
safety and well-being at that time.
Well-being. But
because I feel like at a minimum, you're looking at a neglect situation.
I said the same thing.
It's during school hours. My child is on school property. She was supposed to be there. Who was supposed to be watching her?
I would say the cheerleading coach. She was supposed to be a cheerleader. The cheerleading coach told her to go to the utility room.
That's who sent her to the utility room in the first place?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Wait.
I thought she didn't know where she was.
Wait, rewind.
Yes,
so the cheerleading coach sent her to the utility room, and then when she never returned, she didn't think anything of it? She just called her and sent her a text message?
Yes, she just called her and sent her a text message. I just want y'all to hear this story and share my baby's story. Please share if you look at the video I posted, even when the 20 to 30 students approached her, there were no adults in that video. It was not a teacher, not a security officer, not a police officer, no one.
You're talking about the video where they were attacking her in the closet, correct?
I also uploaded a second video when 20 to 30 students approached her, and she's standing alone. Look at her standing alone. She's standing alone in a blue jean jacket while 20 to 30 students are surrounding her. Watch, it's on my Facebook page is Juju. My Instagram page is ReneeWow_25. Please.
Is it on your Facebook page also?
It's on my Facebook page.
Okay.
I have all the videos on my Facebook page. Please go back and just observe the videos because there were no adults in each video. It was no adults.
Yeah.
See, now you'd be wrong if you go there and whoop somebody else's child ass.
Or one of the adults that wasn't
Yeah.
in charge while it seems like they should have been. See, that's the biggest problem there. But I definitely would advise you to speak to another attorney because at minimum you should be looking at a situation of neglect being addressed in the school.
You have a couple people you need to call.
Yeah, it's a lot that you need to need to make
that baby needs some counseling.
Oh, definitely. You said she started counseling, correct?
Well, we got a referral for a therapist. We haven't started yet.
I have a therapist for you too if you need somebody. Okay. Female, black female.
That's definitely an immediate need.
Yeah, immediate. Because she's gonna have PTSD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure she
just
already
for being
does.
around a group of people. So
you said she's not sleeping, she's not trying to eat.
Sleeping,
all of those are indications of PTSD in the first place. But even just talking through that, having to go back to any educational situation, you need counseling.
Yeah, you too.
Immediately.
I just, the doctor told me that it's unsafe for me to just keep her home because that can cause a mental problem.
It will.
Keeping her home to herself.
But you don't force her out too soon either. So especially you can't force her back into that environment.
I can't be at work thinking that my baby in there by herself.
Yeah,
the only way she could be in school if I'm in school with her. That's the only way I could think that she could be in school.
It can't be that. That just can't be. We'll talk offline, but I definitely have had experiences that gave me the same type of feeling.
Back in that school, in any school.
I'm telling you.
All the schools, y'all. We went to these schools. What school you graduated from? We went to these schools.
I graduated from Largo, but I'm telling you that I've had situations. I had a situation with my oldest child that gave me the same type of feeling right now that you're having, right? And then my next 4 kids had to still go through school. You know what I mean?
This is my last baby.
I'm telling you, no, but I'm telling you, you got this. Is my point.
Oh no,
God got you.
I do have one older daughter. She's in the 12th grade. She doesn't go to Potomac High School. I'm not going to name her school, but I do want to say that my oldest baby has a 4.3 grade point average. Mm-hmm. She has been an early acceptance to 11 colleges.
Oh shoot!
And she got accepted to her college of choice, but we are waiting for Smith to contact her back. Contact her back, Smith. And
power in the tongue.
My mom, I mean, a lot of people who know me already know my mom is a retired police officer of 27 years. They know that my sister is a correctional officer. They know where I come from. And I just want to say this, like, my family, it just has had my back this whole time. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I can release my baby to any, even if I was to take her to DC school. My sister told me St. Charles County, I told her I would have to be in the classroom. I'm going to be at the desk right next to her, writing with my pencil. I'm going to be learning.
Tell you, every county has crazy situations that occur, but I just have to tell you this, right, because it's on my heart. Don't let this handicap you into handicapping you and her either. Because here's the situation. Regardless of education, past education, things happen to us in the regular world, right? Mm-hmm. All the time. And whether we want to admit it or agree or accept that or not, you're not going to always be here.
She knows about you.
And so one day when you're not here anymore, you know what I'm saying? She's going to need to be able to move and still operate in that same confidence that she had before this occurred. You know what I'm saying? Because stuff happens to all of us. But when it happens, we can't let that define us. And you're not going to let it define you or her, right?
I'm just not ready yet.
But you're right.
I'm not ready. Oh, I'm not even ready to think about that.
That's all that is. But you do know that, right? Mm-hmm. You know that you're not going to let it define. That's all I need you to know. You don't have to be into the movement or the progress of it or the steps in that direction. All you need to do is know it in your heart, know it in your body, in your spirit, that you're not going to let this or those people, you know what I'm saying, mm-hmm. define or minimize you or her or your story or your greatness. Because I know a lot of people, we all talk about the devil and evil and everything like that. I don't think the devil is a person or an entity. I think that the devil is what we give credit to a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And what it's meant for when negative or evil things happen, they're meant to segue you. They're meant to pull you off of your purpose and your plan and your true destiny. You know what I'm saying? And I truly believe that the only time that real trauma hits us is so that it can disable us. So your only task, your only objective is to not let it disable you. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you're going to get past it, don't let it disable you. Don't let it take you or her off of your purpose, because it's greater than this. You know what I'm saying? Situation. Definitely.
I'm gonna have to keep you beside me. I'm
I'll give you my number. She's greater than this. Close. She's greater than all those 7 people, right or wrong. She's greater than those 7 people. She's greater than this situation. And this situation is nowhere near a pinnacle in what's going to define her. You know what I'm saying? If anything, she may define some new things based off of the situation. But yes, we'll talk further about that. So go ahead.
I'm sorry. My friend that's a counselor, she's aware of the situation, and she wants me to give you her number.
I will save her number.
Yeah, no doubt. I got some other people that could help you as well. I want to make sure you get everything you need. I don't know how to do it, but I think I know people that can help you.
That's what community is.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is terrible.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. But I thank you for not just, as I said earlier to him, a lot of times when life gets to lifing on us, we have a tendency, or our natural reaction is to, grab the sweater and rock back and forth at the window, staring off into space. You got the cigarette hanging, your hair all matted and everything. You ain't bathed in weeks, But the fact of the matter is, while you could be doing that and you think you're not progressing or moving forward, you're taking action. And there's somebody else who experienced this type of situation who's just existing still. They're still at the window rocking because they can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? So
you're trying to make a difference because you're out here doing this.
If you didn't take action, that other girl that came, she wouldn't have came out.
How about that?
Come on now.
Thank you. I appreciate
How about that?
I appreciate that, y'all. But
that's real talk.
I'm broken. My spirit.
No, you're not broken.
My spirit.
You're hurt. You're not broke.
You
hurt.
Say that.
You hurt, but you're not broke.
Yeah.
When I see my baby,
we bend, but we don't break.
My baby, y'all. This is my last my little hard-headed baby. She
all got one of them.
She a version of me. So when I see her, I see myself. She my best friend. We get on each other's nerves. My mother is like our mother. It's so crazy. Like my mother. Shout out to my mom. I love my mom. My daughter is like we each other ops. We get on each other's nerves so bad. I want to watch Netflix. She want to watch Grey's Anatomy. I hate Grey's Anatomy. I'm tired of watching Grey's Anatomy.
Right.
I love her so much, and it's like my chest got so tight. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at her face, it just was so swollen. Just the blood.
But all that can heal.
It can heal.
Yeah, say that.
But the image is still in my head, y'all. It's still there. I can't let that image. That image is still with me.
I feel you on that, though. I mean, but that's inevitable. But that's part of the trauma. You know what I'm saying? But also remember, the image is with you. She didn't see what you saw. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to have to take you home. You got to come home.
That's real talk, though. She didn't see what you saw. What you saw, think about every accident you've ever seen. It looks worse than it actually is, especially when you're talking about a broken nose. That means she got bruising and all that stuff. So it looks horrible. But like I said, people get that done and pay a lot of money for it, So she'll be fine. Ultimately, she's going to be all right. Now, what final words would, as you may or may not know, my show is all about why existing is not enough, living versus existing, and why you have to live each day. So I'll let you go last. But what final words would you like to share with my viewers before we go about why existing is not enough? Yes.
Oh man, existing is not enough because you got to leave something for the next generation. So just staying here and just existing and doing what's good for me is never good for your children. You got to leave something for your kids. My grandparents left something for my parents, and vice versa. My great-grandfather left something for my grandparents. My grandparents left something for my parents. My parents left something, for me. So you know, we got to produce
Yeah.
and leave something for your kids, not just to be here.
I think that's really important, and it's not just financially, but something for your kids,
right.
Like you said, like
right.
whether it's knowledge, whether it's whatever tradition, culture.
Culture.
You know what I mean? Just like we have the Go-Go Museum now. You know
Right.
what I mean? That's a major thing in expanding and continuing our culture.
Right.
As we go on generations further down. Right. Okay, now Renee, what would you like to leave us as your final thought as to why existing is not enough? Now that we all talked about the fact that you're not just existing.
I'm not just existing.
You're out here living.
So I just want to leave this message to PG County Police and PG County Public Schools. I hear you with your rules, your regulations, and your laws, but after you meet me, these rules and regulations are no longer going to exist. We're going to say justice for Kayla because Kayla is going to overturn these petty, stupid laws that you created to protect baby monsters. A monster is a monster. That monster affected my child's life, and that monster has affected my life. And we're going to create, with the help of the other mothers in PG County, we're going to create some new laws, some new rules, some new understanding, so all our children can go to school and be safe.
Yes, I love that, definitely. So make sure y'all make a note of it. We're going to be changing some laws around here. As you see, the hashtag on the screen at the bottom down here is hashtag Justice for Kayla. Make sure you note it. Make sure you spread it. Make sure you spread the story. Spread this. Share this video. Make sure you're following Renee. And I definitely encourage you all to get involved more than anything else. Not just in this moment, but in the change of the temperament of our future, of our youth, of our culture altogether. I hope you all have a great day. I thank you for tuning in. I hope you continue to be the best you can be, because there's literally nobody out here better suited for that job than you. And I will talk to you next time. We're going to have a word from our sponsors, and then we will see you next week for another episode. Thank you both for joining me, and I really appreciate you. Details. See you Memorial Day weekend 2025. It's time to reserve your space for the 5th annual Fort Lauderdale Fiesta, featuring new impressions, wet band, and still familiar. Come visit us at thecelebrityfiesta.com for further details. See you Memorial Day weekend 2025.
Microphone's muted.
Hey, look, let me talk my talk. Let me speak my piece. It's for all my dogs, coming straight off the leash. She kill them all like the Reaper. I need a girl like MEKA. She jumping out the gym on all them hoes. Shorty came straight out the bleachers. Hey, she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, she came through with the combo, cause shorty too lavish. Hey, that girl she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, look, she came straight with the combo.
My phone number is 301.